I might end this episode without a left foot. That's okay.
Yeah.
I still got my right one.
Shake it.
Hey guys,
Hey.
welcome back to another episode of
Shaking up the game. Hey.
Hey,
Oh.
whoa,
Hey.
oh, hey, oh. Welcome back. It's like I never left, but I did leave.
You did leave.
Yeah.
You left me and Jax
Yeah.
all weekend.
Yep. Ari lived Haley's life this weekend.
It was super fun.
Super fun for you.
Honestly, well, this is the second year in a row.
Yeah.
And I hope you do it again next year.
Okay.
Because I actually love our Auntie and Jax weekends.
Okay, I love that.
Yeah, it's
Thank
so
you.
cute. It's so fun. He's such a little cutie.
Love this.
Yeah.
Love this. Okay. Hot takes. We're getting right into it.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Let's get into the hot takes. We just finished the annual Met Gala. Mm-hmm. And we got to talk about the Met Gala because now apparently so many athletes are going to the Met Gala.
Yeah, apparently that's like the
Remember
new
when
thing.
the Met Gala used to be like locked down?
Yes. And I just don't understand now what gets you into the Met at this point.
I think the designer invites you. Or
okay.
now that is. I don't know if that's different, but I think that's why it depends because different years, different designer. And they invite you.
okay.
And then I think you're paying for your own tables now, which always wasn't the case.
Yes.
Which is why we're seeing more kind of random celebrities.
That have money.
Yeah, because I'm there has never been this many athletes that go to the Met Gala as there is now.
No. I feel like there was maybe 2 or 3, 4 that are iconic athletes that are known for their fashion.
Yeah.
But now there's
It was a big deal when the Kardashians finally got invited to
yeah.
the Met. And now
yeah.
I'm okay, Angel Reese.
My next question is, what do we do at the Met Gala? Once you get inside, what's...
Well, there was
what
a
do they do?
performance, but I think it's fashion awards, isn't it? I don't know.
I have no idea.
Well, Meg Thee Stallion did a little video.
I know, she
clip.
snuck her phone in. Cornbread caviar, I saw her take a bite.
But yeah, I don't know. We should look into that.
What is
Not
what is it?
really sure what's going on. Best dressed athlete at the Met.
This is tough, but I low-key really liked Angel Reese's.
I will say, best she's ever looked.
Yes, totally.
Still not exactly sure why she's at the Met.
That part I don't understand.
Yeah, Call me a hater, call me whatever.
I don't understand that.
What are we doing there?
But I thought she looked great, and this theme was what?
Tailored?
Black tie or
I think it was a tailored theme too.
Yeah.
That's why you see
So lots of
deconstructed
suits.
suits.
Mm-hmm. Savannah James had so much potential. I'm really bummed. It just needed to be more form-fitting. The mesh part
Right.
was loose, and I was like, girl, come on.
She found her
'Cause she's
designer off
stunning.
social media though. So that's
For
fine
real?
for her. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Who else looked good? Obviously Jalen Hurts and his
Oh my
new
God.
fiance looked fire.
Wife.
But oh yeah, they just got
Wifey.
married. That was quick.
Yeah.
Shave the eyebrows.
I know. I feel like they're getting bushier and bushier.
I know. And now I think, I'm not even kidding, they were shading his eyes.
Maybe it's a new, his take on, athlete,
Okay,
that they put
nope.
on their cheeks for sunshine.
Dude,
maybe,
eye black?
Yeah. Maybe
He
that's...
was shading his goddamn eyes.
That might be, his thing.
Okay, but I think it's, getting to the point now where it's, everyone wants him to cut it. Kind of like Anthony
Yeah.
Davis, unibrow type shit, where he's like, well, now I'm not cutting them. And I'm like, no.
No, let's not be difficult.
Let's give him a little trim. They're like afros.
Yeah.
They're too big. And he's stunning.
No, he's stunning. Dude, I thought his wife looked absolutely stunning.
No, she's stunning.
That dress was fire.
Stunning,
That
gorgeous.
was a 10 out of 10. The
Least-
Wades, they always do
Yeah, they
great.
always are fire.
Yeah.
Least favorite.
It might be Simone Biles.
Dude. Dude.
I'm sorry, but it was giving Shein. That blue
No,
color.
it might be fashion.
No.
It might be fashion.
Oh,
Nova
yeah,
because
yeah.
Shein has tariffs now.
You're right. You're right. Fashion
And you
Nova
know
on the
what?
come up.
Shout out, because
Fashion Nova on the come up. Yeah, it was probably
dude, it
that.
did. I'm sorry, but her outfits often just look like really costumey.
Yes, and I don't know if it's just like because they're always like very vibrant colors, and like I personally am just not. I don't love color that much, but it's always like
And
cartoon blue or like
yeah,
like Crayola purple and like
No.
you know what I mean, just like those colors that
Bubblegum pink.
the 9 basic colors that Crayola gives you in a box.
Oh,
like
no.
it's just there were a lot of beige suits which I fucked with.
Yeah, well, and also Simone just like can't really do a train. I feel like when you're like 5'3",
No.
so it's just
Agreed.
not it.
Agreed. Who is your least or worst best?
No,
her. Yeah.
Athlete. I'm not talking about the other people. I don't even know half the other broads that go.
No.
And I thought Joe Burrow looked fire, but threw it off with the shoes. But I feel like a lot of people are bothered by Joe Burrow because he just kind of like wore like a normal outfit.
That's kind of what the vibe that I got was kind of just like, did you even try? This looks like something that you'd have like in your closet.
It looked like a pregame fit.
Yeah, so I wasn't really like wowed by any means.
Yeah. Okay, best dressed Kentucky Derby correspondent.
Oof. Dude, I don't know. That's another one of Simone Biles that I didn't like.
Dude, I know.
Oh, best dress.
Best dressed correspondent.
That little raccoon eater.
My coon. Coon eater. You know, that's Xavier Leggett. I think it's
Leggett.
Anyways, I just heard him say his name for the first time. Player for the Carolina Panthers, who went viral last year of just being so country.
He's so country. I love it.
Coon, loves to talk to anyone about it.
Yeah.
Like, his accent is just like gold.
So deep.
He was so funny last year because they played in like one of the foreign games, like in Germany or whatever. And I remember him just being like,
right. Dude, yeah.
Where am I? And I think their food's even harder to eat versus like going to like London. I think he was in like, I think it was like Germany, and he was like, what the hell?
He's like, what is this food?
Where's my coon?
Where's my coon? Dude, Guy Fieri asking him like, so like information, like how do you cook it? Like what's the marinade? Like
I can't tell you. The coon recipe is secret.
I'm like, is this for real right now? But yeah, his outfit was fire.
He wore a denim on denim Louis Vuitton fit.
Yes, and it was like subtle. Like the Louis V was like on the pocket and like stitched, I think just in like darker blue. Like it was kind of
fire.
like
it looked like casual, but like was expensive.
I thought it was perfect for the Derby.
And for him. The fact that they had the microphone for him on a mini horse stick was sending me. The NFL did that with him being there.
That was good.
He's so... I saw this offseason too. Like, he's so country. He brought some of his teammates, like, to...
and they were riding horses?
Yes.
And,
like, showing him his life. And I'm like, I love him.
Dude, he's just, like, frolicking around in the South without a shirt on a horse, like... hunting raccoons, like
there's no thing on the horses either. Like
no, he's on that.
He's
like
bareback horse.
Yes, like he is raw dogging it.
He's raw dogging the horse.
Raw dogging the horse. It's insane.
Oh my god, that was the 151st Kentucky Derby. Sovereignty was the winner. Journalism was second.
Journalism was the favorited.
My dad was really upset at us last week that we didn't talk about the upcoming Kentucky Derby.
Well, I'll have him know I actually watched it.
Okay.
Saturday.
Mud Pit?
Yeah.
Do you ever go to Emerald Downs?
No. I've gone like twice.
Well, you should start because they're going out of business.
Oh, no!
Yeah. It's really sad. They think
is your dad okay?
No, he's not well.
Wait, what?
He loves to bet on them horses. Yeah, we have to go this summer. It's actually, like, fun if you just, like, go. Emerald Downs is a local horse racing track, but if you just, like, go and, like, are there for, like, a weekend day, it is fun. Like, you bet on the horses, and you're like, there's, like, food trucks.
I'm always like,
there's drinks.
It's one of those things where I always tell myself, oh, my God, we should go to the track. Like,
so we should go.
I always think that, and then I never do it.
They're expecting it to close by 2026, I think, and that's probably just based on, like, the profits over the last couple years.
Oh, that's like iconic.
I know. It was Long Acres before. It's Emerald Downs. Anyways, so we got to go bet on the horsies.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Fun way to gamble. Crazy stat from this year's Kentucky Derby that all 19 horses racing are descendants of the famous Secretariat horse.
Wild.
Like the
absolutely wild
movie Secretariat,
yeah,
the
he's
famous
like
horse.
like the most famous horse. Triple Crown winner.
Yeah.
He still holds a record for fastest race, I think, for all three of those races. 50 years, I think he's held that record. So, long-ass time. I'm just curious how...
Dude, that's a lot of descendants.
That's a lot of descendants.
I'm
like 19?
Wait. Well, and that means, like, those are only...
And those are just the ones in the race.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Those are the only descendants that, like, made the race.
Yes.
But, like, he's got to have, like, the horsies out there.
Dude, he's literally, like... Wasn't there that Netflix documentary about, like, the guy who, like, fathered, like... 100 kids or something like that across the country.
Yeah.
Remember that? That's like
sperm
him.
donor, the secret sperm donor.
That's like him.
Secretariat's a sperm donor.
Yeah. He's big. Dude, Poppy.
We need to look this up, but like those horses cost
probably a sick amount.
Dude, they're sick amount. Who was the MLB player that was on the carpet who won the World Series in like 2008? He was talking to Xavier Leggett. Anyways, he said like his horse like being a winner is like up there with winning the World Series. I'm like, these people with like horses is like real.
That's like where a lot of money is.
No, can you imagine if you have Secretariat DNA?
Could you imagine?
Oh baby, Secretariat goes crazy.
No, it goes crazy.
Goes crazy.
Like there's gold in
dude,
his semen.
It's breeding literal athletes.
Oh, dude, horses low-key kind of scare me.
Yeah, and so do jockeys.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Dude, jockeys are like 4 or 5.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no. It's interesting sport, I guess.
Dude, fascinating.
Yeah, no, there's so much money in that, as well as, like, polo and, like, golf. Like, just those, like...
I'd never seen polo until I watched Southern Charm.
I think there's a documentary on Netflix right now. I only got through a couple episodes, but I'm pretty sure it's like about like famous polo players.
Yeah, polo's like super dangerous.
Yeah.
Okay, moral of the story. Kentucky Derby came and went. Go to Emerald Downs this summer.
Damn.
Fire.
I'm gonna buy a horse.
Me too. I was just about to say that.
I'm about to Google where can I find a Secretariat descendant horse.
One?
No.
I rode a camel and I've never ridden a horse.
What, like at the fair?
No, in Mexico.
I just watched 90 Day Fiancé last night, and this girl rides a camel, and it's hysterical.
Yeah, on a cruise, one of our stops, we did tequila tasting and camel riding. And watching, like, your parents get on camels.
No, I would absolutely lose it.
Hysterical.
No, I'm not a horse girly, to be honest.
No, maybe one day.
Yeah, maybe.
Third hot take. Popovich. Popovich. Famous coach for the San Antonio Spurs. Greg Popovich.
All-time winningest coach of the NBA. He's like, what? How many NBA or how many finals? 5 NBA titles. He's been the coach since 1996, which I feel like in this day and age is insane. Like, it really shows how much of a legend he really was in San Antonio because I just feel like, I mean, look at the Suns. How many coaches have we fired in the last 2-3 years? Like
10.
Exactly. It's like we sign coaches to 5-year deals and then fire them after 1 year.
And
like
pay them to sit on their couch.
Yeah. And like, granted, Pop, I mean, they haven't won a title in a while, but like still, like he's still there. And like, he's every player's favorite coach. Yeah. Like,
he's your mom's favorite coach.
Yeah. He's my favorite coach.
Like, I feel though it was like time. And then obviously Pop's health stuff took over. He suffered a stroke like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
And you could see visibly he was really struggling. So obviously I think it's impacting his left side or one of the sides.
Yep.
But he's had a couple little health incidents. As I remember, like traveling on the road at dinner, like team dinners. A couple
like
things
75, 76 or something.
Yeah, we need to take a break.
Well, I mean, I just can't imagine being a coach for any professional league at this day and age. I feel like it's so stressful.
Yeah, well, I don't understand. This is like Pete Carroll. Like, why did we leave and then we're coming back? Same with Bill Belichick.
I'm like, give your heart a rest.
Yeah.
Please.
Anyways, Popovich will transition into the president role. for the San Antonio Spurs.
Yep.
It was just really cool. A lot of the former famous San Antonio Spurs were there for his little press conference and finally publicly speaking about this. He wore an El Jefe shirt that
he had a jacket on, and then he's like, what did he say? He was like, I am no longer a coach, and like unzips his jacket.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm El Jefe, and it literally said El Jefe. It was so cute.
There was even current. I saw DeJounte Murray was there, who's an active player, not for the Spurs anymore, but was. I think I saw that the new coach for the Spurs, what's his name?
Something Johnson, I think. Yeah, Mitch Johnson.
Oh, Mitch Johnson. Who I believe is local to Seattle.
Oh.
Look that up.
Maybe.
Sorry, because I'm now live. The brain is going because it's connecting me to DeJounte Murray, who is from Seattle as well.
Yep, he's from Seattle.
Okay, so DeJounte Murray was there, and I think partly
he went to O'Day.
Okay, yeah. So
That makes sense.
DeJounte was there as I think being a former player of the Spurs, but then also being supportive of
that totally
Mitch
makes
Johnson
sense. Yep.
because I saw that he was quoted and being like, Mitch has like helped me through many situations. I think he said he bailed him out of jail a few times, like in his life.
So this is definitely like he's gonna fill Pop's role because Popovich like is
But I was thinking like, did he bail him out last year? But now it's like all coming like probably in high school.
Yeah, probably.
But DeJounte's like, can I be a Spur again?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Like damn.
Anyways, shout out to Greg Popovich.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Yeah, it's time,
somebody else.
though.
I mean, I know
time. It's been like sad to even watch because I'm like
it was kind of tough watching that presser. I mean, it's cool that he still is making jokes and like, you know, cracking his sarcastic humor and stuff. But he even said like it's not great. Like, but we're trying to stay positive. He's gonna remain in the organization, obviously, and be president. So hopefully his health, he continues to recover. Strokes are serious.
Yeah, I know.
So.
Ugh. Okay, well, moving into the NBA. Just wrapped up first round of the NBA playoffs. That grossed.
Yeah.
I say gross, but that's not money. Had the most viewers or TV rating in 25 years.
Yeah. Opening weekend, which I feel like, the first round of the playoffs was so fun. Like, this first series, I was thoroughly amused the entire time.
So fun.
Yeah.
So who are the people that say they don't watch NBA anymore?
I don't fucking know.
Creepers that leave you 4-minute
Yes.
profile reviews.
Yes.
Yeah. Dude, I told my coworkers about that today.
You guys. Haley's having weird people on Hinge.
Dude, I had somebody, which this just goes to this point because he says he doesn't watch the NBA anymore, but he also left me a 4-minute voice note reviewing my Hinge profile.
Unsolicited. Like, it wasn't asked.
Not asked, and I know he will get no response.
Absolutely
And
not.
Don't be like that.
No, it was entirely way too, like, in-depth, too. Like, analyzing and picking apart every single photo.
No, my
like,
height, my hair color, the car I drive.
the background of the photo. Like,
he was working for the FBI.
Yeah, did not like it.
Anyways, can't be trusted. He said the NBA is lame anymore, but ratings don't lie.
Wrong.
What games he was watching. He's like, I haven't watched since high school. I'm like, well, tune the fuck in.
Yeah, I'm like, damn.
Dude, what do you watch?
What have you been doing?
This is my thing. It's like, what do you watch?
What do you watch?
What do you watch?
I don't know.
If I meet someone and you're not what do you watch?
Apple TV.
Do we not watch TV? I don't understand. What do people do that don't watch TV?
The Marvel and DC movies every night. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Star Wars. Anime.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I don't know. Just put me in front of a sports game and I'm good.
Yeah. Any one of them.
So we wrapped up game 7s, the Clippers and the Nuggets, which was the most anticlimactic game 7 I've ever witnessed in my entire life.
Yeah, the Clippers really clipped it.
Yeah, like that was a very, very competitive, fun series, and then the Clippers were just non-existent.
No.
James Harden had 7 points.
Yeah. Yeah, that's playoff James Harden right there. That is vintage.
Literally, vintage Kawhi, great. Vintage James Harden. Yeah, he's now lost a game 7 with 4 different teams.
Yeah, he's not a vibe.
He's not playoff
cut the fucking
material.
Beard.
Dude, yeah.
Cut the beard.
Although, what's
Okay.
underneath it?
Scary.
Like one of those things where I'm like,
Oh, he has like 4 chins.
yeah, imagine how funny he'd look.
No, you'd look so scary. Remember when he dated Khloe Kardashian?
Dude, I used to love James Harden back in the day.
I know.
But
what happened to him? I feel I get like a Kanye vibe from him. Like,
yeah,
who are we?
I just have a whole bunch of question marks around him.
Okay, so looking at the Clippers next season really quick. I think their GM spoke today. Must have been because it wasn't Steve Ballmer, it wasn't the coach. But they asked him about the longevity of Kawhi and James Harden and like keeping both of them. They're like, yeah, like
they're the heart of our franchise.
Yeah, we're good to go. It's like, but are we good to go? Because you guys just lost.
Did we just watch the same game?
Yeah, no, if I'm a Clippers fan, which are there any?
Yeah, I don't know.
If you're in LA, like you can pick, and you know that's not the most popular one to pick. And then if you're even semi close to the bridge, you can be a fan of Steph Curry instead. And like, there's so many options.
Why? What would you be a fan of the Clippers
I'm like
for?
pissed at you. That's giving 54%.
Oh, totally. Totally.
That is giving. We're okay because we made it to the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't know. The Clippers, I don't understand.
Keep
to be
Kawhi,
honest.
get rid of James Harden.
Yeah. And I mean, they made that big boo-boo trade years ago and got rid of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, I'm pretty sure. Now look at him. He's in fucking balling out in Oklahoma City. So, and that was to get Paul George. It was like this fat trade, and it was like a list of hella picks and SGA, and it was all for Paul George. And then look how that ended up.
Just their whole team is like just an utter disappointment every year, and I get like tired of even like.
Oh, I would never like get invested.
No, like I'm not even gonna speak about you that much because it's not gonna work out. You're not gonna be in the finals, and I'm over it.
I agree.
And I feel like they're all boring personalities. Like Kawhi's like funny, like because we joke about him.
I saw
but they're
a thing.
Boring.
I saw a thing where it was like, you know, it's crazy because we can talk. Like Kawhi deserves some shit talking at this moment.
Yeah.
We can all talk as much shit as we want, but like it doesn't matter. He doesn't have a phone. He doesn't care. He doesn't tap in.
Yeah.
Like, so it doesn't even get to him. He doesn't even see or hear it. So I was like, what's the point of talking about him?
I feel that way about their whole team. Like James Harden doesn't speak anymore either, and I'm
Same.
like, who? Like,
we can't bully you.
no, their team is just like silent.
We can't bully
silent,
you.
Boring. Okay with making the first round.
Yeah. The other game 7 in the West was the Warriors versus Rockets, which Buddy Hield was the story of that game. That was fun. Dylan Brooks can suck my wee-wee.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to see him go home.
He's like the only Canadian I don't like.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish he would go back and stay there. He's just so mean.
But then he can live in America.
As if I know him personally.
If we move over there. No. What?
But
does anyone like him besides his teammates?
Well, no. So Draymond Green went on his podcast, as he typically does.
Oh, yes. Love that. Loving this.
And they had asked him, like, or he had said something along the lines of, like, and I think kind of this is, like, right message, but maybe wrong messenger, just because Draymond Green is
a problem
as well. So him talking about Dylan Brooks is, like, just a little.
Well, yeah, he's in a bucket as well. And he, like, Dylan
exactly.
Brooks is in that bucket. Yeah.
Speaking of Draymond Green, I think he has naked pictures of Adam Silver or something, because the shit that he gets away with
dick pics
is insane. I mean, he is like got Rudy Gobert in a chokehold. He's throwing punches. It's Fight Club out there, and like Draymond Green's still playing.
Yeah, and then he'll have a job with TNT when he's done.
Exactly, my point.
They're like sign him up.
Yo, he's definitely got naked pictures of Adam Silver. I know it. But on his podcast, he was like, quote, Dylan Brooks ran off the court. You admitted you were trying to hurt Steph, and like, whatever, it is what it is. And then he was like, you gonna be talking, keep talking. Then you lost and you don't face the music. You a sucker. Nobody on the court respects you. Which I know that there's been times.
Like if Steph said that, like people would be like 10 toes down.
Yes, yeah. But it's like, and I think that there has been times where Draymond has lashed out and like still shaken players' hands after the game.
He usually does.
Yeah, like he still does, which to me, that's like when I'm watching a game and I see players lose bad and they don't like shake the other hands, like I'm on the same page. Like I think that's corny as fuck. Like at the end of the day, it is just basketball. You just lost the game. Like that was a good game.
There's a winner and a loser.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Especially when somebody's out here just talking mad shit every single day. He's purposely out here trying to injure players. He's just a menace on the court. Like, and then you lose, and then you just run off the court and don't even say anything. Like,
that's so Dylan Brooks, though.
Yeah, corny. But Stephen Curry has a decade of owning the Rockets. He has eliminated them in like 2015, 16, 18, 19 this year. So,
as we said, and we'll say it again, I'm not betting against the Warriors.
No, I quite literally am not.
No.
And if I were a Houston Rockets fan, I would hate the Warriors and Steph Curry.
Can't.
Like, talk about nemesis. My God. But they did blow a 3-1 lead, so I don't know if that's a concern moving forward.
Well, I think they've made it farther than anyone thought they were going to make it anyways, besides Draymond Green, who said during All-Star break that we're going to win the championship, and we were like, in what year? But then we did say, like,
I'm not going to say no.
Yeah, no, because you guys scare me.
And honestly, since they've gotten Jimmy Butler, they have, like, completely flipped the script, and they're fun as hell to watch.
Okay, moving to round 2.
We're on to round 2. Interesting enough, it's all the same teams as last year, except the Warriors took the Mavs' place.
Oh, okay. Because Luka.
Yeah, I wonder why the Mavs aren't in it. Someone let me know if they find out.
Oh my God, someone call Nico Harrison and ask, and then somebody call Mark Cuban and check on his welfare.
I can assume it's
and then
not
see
great.
if he's also available to go over the WNBA business model.
Yes.
To see if they can be on Shark Tank.
Agreed. So the round 2 has already started. The best records of the league, the Cavs, Thunder, and who was it? The Celtics, I think.
Yeah.
They all three had the best records, and they're all down 1 in the first round. So spicy. In the East, the Cavs and Pacers is the next series one of the next series in the East. Pacers stunned the Cavs, which okay,
which is like the Pacers are the biggest question mark for me in life. I also feel like that's because I just don't even know where Indiana is. I don't know anything about them other than Caitlin Clark plays for the WNBA.
Facts.
And Tyrese Halliburton, like, some reason was on the Olympic team.
And he's balling out for sure.
His dad hates Giannis Antetokounmpo for some reason.
Yeah, so speaking of that, so last week, they won and eliminated the Bucks. And Tyrese Halliburton's dad was on the court for reasons which are unknown.
Yeah.
He didn't have any credentials to even be on the court, but yet there he was.
Yeah.
Waving a towel and like talking shit to Giannis. And so Giannis went up to him and kind of big-bodied him. And it was kind of, I don't know what he said, probably like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And then was like,
who the fuck are you?
Yeah, and he's like looking down on him. And I'm like, hello, that's the Greek Freak. Like, I'm not messing with him personally. But then he basically was like, I have championships. You guys don't. Like, you keep competing.
Yeah,
like,
sorry. Bye.
Yeah, we're out. Cool story.
He's like, my son's got a gold medal though, bitch.
Yeah, exactly. So Giannis was basically just like, whatever. And then it kind of started to get a little physical, got broken up, and then they went separate ways. And then afterwards, Tyrese Halliburton at the presser after the game sided with Giannis essentially and was like, yeah, my pops was in the wrong for sure.
Wait,
like,
don't you have to?
I'm going to have
so embarrassing.
Yeah, like I'm going to have to conversation with Giannis, apologize, like whatever. And obviously like my dad should know better. But then there's a lot of people that are like, oh, that's fucked up of Tyrese Halliburton to go against your dad. You never go against family and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, but your dad's being a menace. That's embarrassing. Check him. Like, what the fuck?
No,
You're a grown-ass adult.
I'm so embarrassed.
And so now he's been banned.
For the rest, as far as the Pacers goes.
On foreseeable future.
So was that worth it?
Exactly.
His dad also, I believe, apologized too.
I think so, yeah.
Which was like, admitting that what he did was wrong. Which
Yeah.
I'm like, was that whole thing worth it?
I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who you are. If you are on the court without credentials, especially, and you're like harassing and taunting these other athletes,
Yes.
like you're getting kicked out. It
I'm
doesn't
sorry.
matter if you're the star's dad or not.
Right. I'm sorry, but Adam Silver's coming for you.
Yeah,
I
like-
don't know what we thought was going to happen in that.
Yeah, and that just shows that there's an issue with Pacers security as well. If you're just because it's Tyrese Halliburton's dad, he's on the court.
Well, I
like,
ain't gonna lie. If you watch an NBA game and you're watching from like the 100 level
Mm-hmm.
and looking down on the court, the security that face the crowd, and they're like, some of them I'm watching and I'm like, they couldn't stop shit.
they couldn't give a
If
flying
someone
fuck.
if someone stormed that court right now,
They're
like,
getting a
they'll be
paycheck.
like little girls,
Yes.
like standing
They're
there,
like,
and I'm like,
oh,
that
my
look
God,
like they've
no.
never they're not prepared.
There's somebody on the court.
No,
Page,
I was
page,
like,
page,
I
somebody.
look at these people and I'm like, is there other security guards around that maybe we could take this spot?
Yeah, I feel like, yeah.
Anyways, the Cavs have a few players out for the series, so we'll see what comes of that.
Their best defensive player, which is not great.
Celtics and the Knicks are the next series in the West or in the East. New York Knicks up 1-0.
Yeah, they stole the first game in Boston.
Yeah.
An overtime thriller. Jalen Brunson and Jason Tatum both had opportunities to,
Close it out.
yeah, and they didn't. Jalen Brunson is still probably the most clutch player in the league right now. Super fun to watch. But the Celtics missed 45 threes.
Yeah.
They shot 60, which is the first team ever in NBA playoff history to shoot 60 threes in a
Yeah.
game, which is astronomical.
Yep.
And they missed 45 of them.
Like, that's a lot.
Yeah, so clearly their game plan going into that was just fucking shoot behind the arc.
Yeah, which they're usually good at.
Yeah.
But then they also, like, weirdly lose important home games
Yeah.
often, which I don't really know what that was about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and,
wasn't it like last year? Didn't they have this weird streak
Yeah.
where they were playing so much better on the road
Yes.
than they are at home?
Yes.
Which is weird.
So it's like people are like, that's not really shocking, but I'm like,
Yeah.
it's kind of critical. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, going back to the Garden is not going to be it.
you want to get as many games you can before you go to New York.
The Knicks stealing a game in Boston is
It's
like,
huge. Yeah.
is Big Kitty Cat purr.
Oh my God. Did you see that picture of him?
Stop!
Jason Tatum was going up for a shot, and you see Cat just like, and he's like, all the memes. Not him putting a layup on me.
No. Like, oh my God.
After all that,
That's what
damn.
it really sounds like. Oh my God.
Dude, have you heard that, like, him, like, no music, and you could just hear him on the court while he's playing, and he's like, ah. Like, if he misses a shot or
Dang
something.
it.
Yeah, like, you can hear him going like, ah.
I just can't. I just wish he had swag to some level. He just doesn't.
I know.
He just doesn't. Speaking of Met Gala, Timothy Chalamet skipped the Met Gala to go to the Knicks game
Uh-huh.
because
was watching it,
everyone
yeah.
watches the playoffs.
Yep. He literally posted on a story, and he was
10
like,
toes down.
yeah, he was like, shitting myself. This game is insane.
Which respect. Thank
Which,
you.
okay, so Timothy Chalamet is like obviously one of the Knicks' biggest fans.
Yes.
Because we've seen him on courtside a million times. Skips the Met to watch the Knicks.
From home.
But then don't worry, we see Spike Lee at the Met with
I
a
was
Knicks
like,
hat on.
wait, did he take Timothy Chalamet's spot?
Like the Spike Lee needs to be there for his Knicks.
But now does he?
Apparently not.
So
well, actually
Spike
don't.
Lee- yeah, now I wouldn't go. They're like, hey, do you have another event you should go to?
Yeah.
Because it worked
You
out
just,
for us.
You just wear that damn Knicks hat wherever you go.
Right. Okay, moving
but
to
yeah.
the West, we have Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Denver Nuggets. For all you Sonics lovers. Just kidding.
Awkward. Yeah, the Nuggets took game one.
Yeah.
Another thriller at the end. Aaron Gordon's
Possible battle
Crazy.
of MVP favorites with Jokic for the Nuggets and then SGA on OKC. I will say there's a lot of discussion of, you know, the Clippers bombing their game 7 against the Nuggets and then losing. And even with like vintage Kawhi Leonard playing, if you're an Oklahoma City Thunder fan, you probably wanted that matchup.
Oh, you definitely wanted to play
Because-
Clippers.
the Thunder are in a bit of trouble because they don't exactly know what to do with Jokic.
They're the youngest team, and I mean, the Nuggets have been here before, and I don't know what it is, but I feel like the second that they enter the playoffs, they turn into a completely different team. Aaron Gordon, he already has 2 game-winning buzzer beater shots in the playoffs so far.
Yep.
They know what to do. They have experience.
Russ Westbrook is fighting for a ring. He will quite literally sell his soul.
Aaron Gordon literally said last October, I think it was, he was like, I will do whatever I can to get Russ a ring.
Okay, cute.
I know.
And just like, you're looking at Jokic, like, OKC doesn't have a game plan for Jokic.
So I don't even know how you do.
I don't know either. And can we talk about it? I just don't understand him. I will never understand him. He's the most confusing player. He just doesn't get tired, but he looks
exhausted.
He looks gassed, but he's not gassed.
Yeah, he keeps going and going, and I'm just like,
he needs to talk to Luka.
Yeah.
I thought they were friends. Did they not work out together?
Apparently not.
No.
I know. Jokic is like he's so different. It's crazy. Also, can we talk about the Nuggets being in the Western Conference semifinals, round 2 of the playoffs? Fired Michael Malone, their coach, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So Jokic is quite literally
coaching
the coach as well as the best player in like the world.
Yeah, him in the like timeouts, he's literally coaching.
He's literally on the sidelines and he's like so heated and he's like coaching and I'm like, this is insane to me. Why did we fire Michael Malone?
No.
We're still in the playoffs.
Yeah, we don't need a coach.
What if they make it to the finals?
Well, it works out because they're actually like still paying Michael Malone.
No,
so
he's like
for like the next like 4 years. So they're
like,
not like, hey, we don't really need another coach, because we're still paying for one. So Jokic, step up.
God, it's so crazy.
Final series in the West is the Timberwolves versus the Warriors, which is going to be fire. So
Absolute cinema.
Anthony Edwards has taken out LeBron, and now he's looking to take out
KD,
Steph Curry.
He's the legend killer.
Draymond Green, Jimmy Butler. It's going to be a star-studded series.
Absolutely.
I like it. I like it.
Rudy Gobert and Draymond Green have beef, shall we say.
Yeah.
The most iconic video of Draymond Green literally having Rudy Gobert in a chokehold sends me every time.
Yeah.
Which is just insane. And I just think that the narrative around Anthony Edwards right now is he the future face of the league? I mean, he's taking out the legends. Like,
facts. And like, I love him. Can we talk about him walking down the streets of LA
after
beating the Lakers? Hysterical. He's walking down the streets of LA just taunting people.
Yeah. He's like, Lakers in 5, Lakers in 5. What'd they say? Like,
he is so funny.
No, I love it. Before he got drafted, he was the first overall pick. The Warriors had the second pick, but he had a meeting with Steve Kerr, the head coach of the Warriors, and the team obviously was doing workouts. And afterwards, he went to dinner with Steve Kerr and other people, the staff, whatever. And they were basically saying, like, you didn't work hard enough. Like, you just weren't working hard enough. And I guess they kept stopping him during the drills. And they're like, you got to see how, like, Steph, Clay, and Draymond, all them work and see how they work out. Like, you still have a lot of work to do, etc. If we had the first pick, like, we wouldn't pick you. Wow. Talk about putting gasoline on the fucking fire.
Yeah.
Thanks, Steve Kerr, because now...
No facts. He's coming for your head.
Yeah, he said after that, he went home, talked to his trainer, and was like, we got to up some shit. Like,
but so he knew he wasn't working out that hard. Because I was going to
say,
can you imagine Ant coming out of college?
I think
a menace.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I think he was just like, damn, I'm hella good at basketball. Fuck it.
No,
whatever.
Because he's still like that. But now he's just training correctly.
Exactly.
Kendrick Perkins has been talking a lot about Steph Curry being one championship and one finals MVP away from a possible GOAT conversation.
Duh. He's been in my combo.
I honestly can't with Kendrick Perkins.
I don't think a lot of people can.
I don't understand it. I'm a hater. I don't care.
Well, he's a hater as well, so.
He's just like, I just don't like his vibe. I don't like his vibe on First
aura
Take. I don't
is
like
just
his
always-
aura. And I don't like that we don't put makeup on him on national television. I don't like that. I don't like that I can hear him breathing and eating his food on live television, which is fucked up.
Oh, it's insane.
I just like, I feel like I just look and I'm like, or I think to myself, there's so many ex-NBA players
Yeah.
at a high level that like
Yeah.
could be speaking. And I'm just
Absolutely.
like, I watch Kendrick Perkins every day.
Yeah. Every
Like,
day.
it's too much.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Steph has got to be given his flowers
no.
at some point because this is insane.
Okay.
Personally, I'm taking him over LeBron.
She said what she said. She's
I
coming
just
for
love
you.
Steph.
We've talked a lot this year about entering the NBA draft, about college basketball and everything. And looking at the 2025
Yeah, I know.
NBA draft, 106 players have filed for the draft, which is the lowest in 10 years. 353 players filed in 2021, 283 in 2022.
353 to 106 in what, 5 years? Or
Yeah,
4
and
years?
people want to say that NIL doesn't matter.
Got 3 letters for you. NIL.
I'm
Point
not saying
blank
they
period.
shouldn't stay.
No.
I don't
But-
really care.
That just goes to show how much it's affecting.
Yeah, like players aren't like, ooh, let me play in the G League. Sounds fun. I'll just stay in college and make $4 million.
Exactly.
It's sick.
I forget the G League even exists.
Me too.
Until Bronny James.
Until Bronny James was like the headliner. Okay, tune in to the second round of NBA playoffs that's going on right now. Moving to the hottest team in Major League
Still!
Baseball.
Still! Oh, I love it.
Oh, the Mariners. The Seattle Mariners just won their 8th series in a row, going for the 9th.
Yep. We just lost our first game against the Texas Rangers, so hopefully.
Oakland Athletics.
I mean, yeah, we won the Rangers, the Oakland Athletics.
Yes.
I stayed up Monday night to watch this stupid ass game. Tied 5-5. We went to like 12 innings or some dumb shit just to lose it. But let me tell you, the homeless A's, okay, they're actually a good team this year.
Yeah, I know. We played them the first series of
But
the
here's
year,
my
and we were
thing.
like,
I was listening to the game, and it sounded like I was watching some college baseball game. So, like the audio, you can hear all the people in the background. It just didn't seem real. It seemed fake. It seemed like
You know what,
a
Ari,
little
though?
league. I don't like it, but I'm thinking in my head, what if they miraculously make it to the playoffs?
Yeah.
Are they playing a playoff game
it's
in that
not
place?
their fault.
No, it's the organization's, obviously.
Yeah, like, I mean, we've gone through it with an organization, so,
No,
like,
totally. It's just so funny to me because I'm like, damn, this organization,
it's kind of
the
like
ownership,
a little underdog story.
the ownership, like, you guys are buffoons. I mean, the A's are looking good.
Yeah, fire. MLB has the Seattle Mariners ranked as number 6 right now in the power rankings. We did Matt Brash is back as a pitcher, and George Kirby was playing in Tacoma, rehabbing, and
Yeah.
should return soon as well.
He's looking good, I guess.
Overall, biggest takeaway from the Seattle Mariners so far this season at 20 wins, the Edgar Martinez effect
It's real.
is real.
It's fucking real.
Real.
And I love it.
And you know what, Ari? We said it this offseason. This was the first offseason where Edgar was the full-time hitting coach versus last year coming in kind of later in the season, firing the coach late. We said hopefully there's a lot of like different things worked on, like approaches and, you know, just like overall management.
Yeah.
And so far, about 30 so games in, the Mariners are scoring runs.
Yeah, like since August 1st, 2024, which I'm not sure if I'm assuming that's the first game that he was the manager last year. The Mariners have played about 85-ish games since then, and their AL offensive rankings are second in runs, second in home runs, second in stolen bases, second in walks, second in weighted runs calculated plus.
Yeah.
So, like, clearly the Edgar effect is real.
The Edgar effect.
Because our offense was abysmal last year. And
Horrific.
genuinely, if you were to tell me beginning of this season that, like, the Mariners are going to be where we are
Yeah, first place.
at this point of the season, I'd be like, okay, yeah, that's cool. Like, our pitching rotation must be on fire. But it's literally our
Giving
offense.
up 0 runs.
Yes. Like, it's our offense that has got
I
us here,
know.
which is insane to think about.
Without some notable players producing,
And,
I guess.
And we have a shit ton of injuries.
Yeah.
We've been riddled with injuries.
It should only get better. On that note, though, the Edgar effect is real. A little bone to pick with Edgar's teammate, old Brett Boone, who was my favorite.
I loved him.
I loved Brett
him.
Boone. Famously on the 2001 Mariners team back, the last time we were good. Second baseman.
2001 is the last time that we had won 9 consecutive series in a row. So
Okay, well, they better step up.
we do that this week, then
We could also miss the championship this year. I love when
exactly.
it's like, the Mariners still hold the single season record for wins in 2001, and we didn't win the World Series. So we were like,
All that
watch
for
how
nothing.
good we could almost be.
No, I know. That's why I'm always saying, but like, we're almost so
We're
good.
like going to the World Series. Anyways, back to Brett Boone, favorite player, so hot back then. Just it was announced as the hitting coach for the Texas Rangers. What are we doing, Brett? It's
just
giving
like
Pete Carroll.
It's giving Richard Sherman going to the 49ers.
Oh.
It's giving Pete Carroll going to the Raiders. It's just giving
In our division.
unacceptable.
Yes. He, I will say, like, obsessed with him when I was a kid, creepy. But over time, like, I've met him working for the Mariners at, like, a few, like, Griffey's, like, retirement and, like, events where they, like, have to dress up and, like, and I was like, oh my God, Brett Boone.
There's Brett
But
Boone.
he's, like, he gives, like, weird, he would always bring, like, the young girl friends. He gives, like, still,
So he
like,
gives
Playboy.
Texas?
He's still, like, Playboy energy. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Grow up.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah, Texas.
Yeah. It's
But
interesting.
to do that, so you're trying to be Edgar? What are we trying to do here? Ew. Don't even tell me that's going to work out for them. I will be pissed off.
The Rangers are last in the AL with runs scored, so they obviously needed a new hitting coach. But I have beef with the Rangers because, like, why are you picking you don't get to cherry pick our team.
No.
Our organization.
No.
Or
and
ex-players.
what are we doing? So Brett Boone was teammates with Dan Wilson, our current head coach, and Edgar, our hitting coach.
Yeah,
and
what-
you're like, I'm going to go against you guys? Like,
Yeah.
have some loyalty.
I'm also like,
Don't we still do Brett Boone goddamn bobbleheads?
probably.
Those are canceled. If those are on the schedule, cancel those.
Probably knowing this damn organization.
No.
God, it's probably like a 3-bomber too. Like, get these 3 besties.
Dan, Edgar, John Olerud.
Like, damn.
And then Felix is like in his own category, because he wasn't on that team, but like he was the other, like
You
after
know-
2001, like Felix was the only Mariner anyone gave a shit
yeah.
about. And then like,
This is gonna sound insane, maybe not.
most likely.
But like, Andres Munoz, I'm so obsessed with him. Like we all were with Felix Hernandez. I know he's not a starting pitcher. I know
Yeah.
he's just a reliever.
That's crazy.
But like, he's so fucking good and so fun to watch. When he comes out, like their Monday night during the game, comes out and he let up a run because it was extra innings. Runners already on second. Got some bullshit calls from the ump. Bases got it loaded the bases up and everything, and he just knocked them down 1, 2, 3, and like it was so electric. And I was like, see, this is some Felix Hernandez shit where it's
Yeah.
like when he like does the aggressive like this and then walks off the mound and everyone's like, fuck yeah. I'm like, that's the same shit.
Yeah.
But
No,
we
I
only
can
get
see that.
1 inning of it.
Yeah, you're like, but
Yeah, I'm like,
Felix is
damn.
like only like every 5 days.
Exactly.
So whatever.
Like that's how much I love Andres Munoz.
Mariners just acquired a new outfielder off
Yeah.
waivers from the Rangers.
Ironically.
So, bye, Rangers. Who's probably going to turn out to be fire,
Hopefully.
He's
He's batting 2-4 or no. What is he batting?
Yeah, 241.
Oh, yeah, 241.
That's high for the Mariners.
Higher than Julio.
so high Julio.
Higher than fucking Julio.
You know what? Contrary to popular belief, sit him.
That's what I said.
I had a dream that I was playing kickball with him the other night.
That's fun.
That was true.
Was he not a baseball player anymore?
No, we were just like hanging, and then we like went and played kickball
With other people?
No, I think he was like Julio Rodriguez, but like we were playing kickball.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know why. I was probably telling him that he needed to like do a different sport.
Yeah, you're like, maybe we should work on contact with like
No, but
foot.
I do think that we should sit you.
Yeah. I literally said like a couple weeks ago, I go, how frowned upon is it? Even though you're our most expensive player, but like, can we send you down for like a week?
I'm not above it.
Just a little
we're
flick
paying
on the
you
nose.
regardless. We're
Yeah,
paying you regardless.
exactly.
I mean, you're not Robinson Cano. He used to refuse to go down. But like now he's
Fake
playing
an injury
and
or
now he's
something.
like playing in Mexico. So.
Oh, fake an injury or something. So we can send you down.
You need to get some reps.
Yes.
And then the
absurd.
Tacoma Rainiers games will sell out. So
Like
that
we're
will be sick.
swinging for the fences every time.
No, every time, never gives it up.
It's
Okay,
insane.
so tune in to the Seattle Mariners on their hot streak. We have to. We can't neglect it any longer. We have to give a shout out to the NHL and the current NHL playoffs. Moving into round 2, we have the Winnipeg Jets versus the Dallas Stars. Main story, though, the goddamn Winnipeg Jets.
Dude. That was insane.
So Winnipeg Jets just played in round 1. They were in the 7th game of the 7-game series. So game 7, anyways, down 1 goal at the end of the 3rd period, end of the game, and they scored with 1.5 seconds left on the clock to send the game to overtime in game 7.
Imagine being the fucking goalie.
Dude, did you see the goalie? He literally laid on the ground like so defeated, was like, I just had to save it for 1 more second.
No, like I'm giving up hockey for the rest of my life.
And then like still that didn't like lose them the game. They went into overtime,
Yeah.
but then they like lost.
Yeah.
Because like momentum, baby.
Oh, yeah. But like 1.5 seconds
Dude.
left. That's all you had left.
I had chills. That's arena.
Oh, my.
Batshit.
Oh, I know. I couldn't even imagine.
No, I love it because we're like loyal. We're like 1 second left. And then
Yes.
they shoot, and it was like, holy fuck.
I would poop my pants.
No, quite literally. But the whole
100%.
stadium was wearing white, so that would be
That'd be unfortunate.
no, it's super hot.
I would have no other explanation other than just, that's hockey, baby.
So that was insane. There was a couple insane first round games.
Yeah.
But in the West, like we said, the Jets will now face the Dallas Stars, and then the Vegas Golden Knights will face Edmonton Oilers, which we picked
We're going
last
into
year.
round 2, right? So
Yeah.
it's pretty much aligned almost exact
It's pretty
with
much
NBA.
with NBA. Yep. Which I feel like is hard when people are trying to watch both, and that's why
Well,
most.
if you're a Denver fan whenever that was, last Saturday,
Yeah.
I think.
Oh yeah,
They
the
had
Avalanche.
game 7, Nuggets and Clippers. Game 7, Avalanche and
No,
whoever.
I would have to take a week off of work.
And they had them at the same time, which I'm like, if I'm a Denver fan, I'm pissed. Who
Yeah, I know.
scheduled that?
Yeah,
And I just would
Like
not
an
be able to
asshole.
handle.
Who's the mayor?
No, literally, I would not be able to handle 2 playoff games.
No, I could never. Okay, in the West, 2 series. Who you taking? Winnipeg Jets, Dallas Stars.
Oh, Stars.
Okay. I'm Jets then because that's crazy. We don't like Texas.
I know they're favored to win.
Okay. Wasn't the Winnipeg Jets the team though that the player passed away this offseason and they've like done all that stuff for him?
Oh, if so, then I'm changing my answer.
Because I was gonna say they've been like on a high. I think like passion.
Yeah,
How do you not win the next round after that? It's a
That would
tough
be
task. I know.
the
Dallas
biggest
Stars are
letdown.
fire. Vegas Knights or Edmonton Oilers.
the Oilers.
Yeah, your brother's on the Oilers.
Yeah.
And then in the
Loyal.
East, we have the Toronto Maple Leafs leading the Florida Panthers. Who do you have? Toronto Maple
Did
Leafs.
Panthers win last year?
Yep. Against the Edmonton Oilers.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Toronto.
Okay. And then we have the Washington Capitals versus the Carolina Hurricanes.
I'm gonna go with the Capitals.
Okay. That's not like you either because we don't like DC.
I don't have a problem with DC.
Oh, well, I have a problem.
Remember, I was a big Commanders fan last season.
No. I think we like that. We just don't like what goes on in that.
Oh well, yeah. Yeah, no.
Did you see
I don't
that?
like the main resident.
Did you see that the main resident is hosting the draft next year?
Yes. Okay.
He wants to host the NFL draft.
Okay, at first I was like, what the hell? But then now I saw like probably AI images of what it could look like. They're doing it on like the National Mall.
Yeah,
It's
but
not
like,
next year. It's the 2027, I think.
okay, but like El Presidente will be like naming names.
Oh, no. No. He's not there. For real?
Yes, he wants to be involved.
Oh.
That's the whole point of this. Anyways, going back to the NHL.
Wait, pause on that area. Have you seen photos of if they were to redo the Washington Commanders new stadium and make it look like the other monuments?
No, but that would
Gasolina, yeah. That'd be
be sick. Okay,
sick.
let's look into that. I just have to call out, as we know, Canada leads with hockey. We have 3 Canadian teams in the playoffs still.
Yeah.
So,
no, they can have hockey. That's fine.
yeah, Toronto,
They can have
Edmonton,
Medicare.
Winnipeg.
They can have hockey. They can have
Dude,
freedom.
Like, literally, they can have, like, proud to be a Canadian.
Yeah, they can have that cute little red and white flag that
Oh
I'm
my
jealous
God,
of.
I love that little maple leaf.
I love it. They can have all the maple syrup they want,
There's something about their flag.
but they can keep the Toronto Blue Jays. I'll tell you that.
Oh my God, never bring them around me again.
A little why I oughta.
One final point for this episode is going to the NFL. We just have to give a shout out to one NFL player that faced some consequences this week. God
Give me
bless
an account. Ability. Ability.
Justin Tucker, kicker for the Baltimore Ravens, was released.
Longtime kicker.
Longtime kicker. Like, he's usually your kicker, like, on fantasy that you're like,
yes.
I'm getting Justin Tucker.
Solid.
Solid pickup. Big drama came out. I think it was during this past season is when this all first came out. But Justin Tucker received 16 accusations from massage therapists of inappropriate sexual behavior. 2 of the spas have banned him. All 16 of the female massage therapists reported that Tucker's actions took place between 2012 and 2016. So starting his rookie year and whatever. So basically, this sounds familiar. Super familiar.
I've heard this story before.
Yeah, we've heard this story with Deshaun Watson, but like the 2 differences here is one player got a max contract and one player was released.
Yeah. I applaud Baltimore Ravens for releasing him, but the one thing I do have a bone to pick with is that they claimed it was due to football concerns.
I agree. Like they did like a little emotional post, which I guess because he's been around the organization for a while.
I mean, yeah.
And they were like, "This is sometimes we have to make football decisions, and this one was like tough." And I'm like, "We're all reading between the lines. Like,
just fucking
stand on
say
business."
It's like you're standing on like 7 toes right now.
Yeah.
You made the right decision.
3 toes were blown off during 4th of July.
You made the right choice to release him. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Be honest.
Be honest.
And you
say it with your chest.
You can word that any HR way that you need to, but due to the forthcoming of these allegations as well, like kick rocks.
Kick rocks. It's a big deal because he's a star.
I mean, I also think too, like Ravens are probably like, thank God that he probably had his worst year in his career last year. So the Ravens are probably like, thank God, hopefully he's on his downfall.
Well, like stuff started coming out last year. Do you think that he heard of the accusations before they were made public to like us, which was like coinciding with his poor performance?
I had to have,
because I think he knows and his lawyers know.
Yeah,
that's coming out before it comes out.
Totally, and like, there's no way that. I mean, I feel like a kicker is a very mental position player, and there's no way that all of that coming out at the same time that all of a sudden now you're not kicking that great. There's no correlation between those 2.
Yeah, no. And what is up with kickers being problematic?
I don't know. It all went downhill when he was fucking with the Chiefs or Travis Kelce that game.
And it all went downhill when Harrison Butker started telling women what to do.
Is his wife still making him sandwiches?
Dude,
just
she's
curious.
slanging sandwiches. And remember, he got hurt too. Like, karma is insane.
Listen, I ain't fucking with Karma.
No.
That bitch is headstrong. Dude, she brings guns to a knives fight. Absolutely.
Yeah. Shout the hell out to the Baltimore Ravens and see Justin Tucker. I will miss you on fantasy, but, that's not okay.
No, absolutely not.
And again,
I love
I'm
it.
sorry, but 17 or 16 massage therapists are lying about your scrawny white ass. No.
Facts.
I mean, come the fuck on.
Facts.
I bet he has a wife and kids.
Miss me with that bullshit.
I bet he does. While we're on the NFL topic, let's talk about the Seattle Seahawks quarterback. New rookie quarterback. Rookie minicamp has started and some other practices where we're finally seeing new players on the field. Jalen Milroe, Seattle's quarterback. First of all, just every video that the Seahawks have posted about this man thus far,
I love him.
So cute. Even
I love
from
him.
the Seahawks bringing him his Starbucks order.
Yeah.
Did you see that? He's like, this is going to be a great day. And I'm
His
I love
attitude, his energy, the way that you can tell that he comes from a Nick Saban type of
good family
organization. And I think that he truly understands, he even said, he wants to earn respect from top to bottom of the entire organization, which I think is very important to note as a rookie quarterback who you don't have the starting job.
Right. That was the big thing. One of his first press conferences, they asked what his goal was this season.
Mm-hmm.
And you are asking, essentially, the third string quarterback what your goal is. And he was first and foremost, I just want to gain respect.
So
and he
cool.
even mentioned that it's not a personal performance goal, right? He's I'm here to learn behind Sam Darnold, Drew Lock, and just become a better player every day. Yeah. And I was like,
fuck yeah.
God
and that's why he didn't
you.
slip to the 5th round, guys.
She said what she said. She said what she said.
Because this is my thing. If he's having that kind of composure and stuff as a rookie that has just been drafted, I truly can't imagine what Shedeur Sanders was saying during his interviews. Because if that is the level of these other rookie quarterbacks they're saying this at pressers, what the hell was he saying during his interviews?
No,
they had to been
Shedeur is at Cleveland high schools, now just being
you see my watch? Why wouldn't you want to draft me?
He's wearing.
I'll blind you with this shit.
He's wearing his brand at the high school. I'm like, it was cool that you went to the high school, but can you put on a goddamn brown sweatshirt?
Put a Cleveland sweatshirt on.
What are we doing?
Or dress up as the mascot at this point.
The Seahawks love a personality hire.
No, we really do.
We love a good human.
Yeah, well, you think about it, even in, today's workforce, it's we can teach you how to use Excel. We can teach you how to use Photoshop.
Yeah.
I can't teach you how to be a fucking good coworker and a decent human being in the workforce. At the end of the day, to me, that's why I do actually really value when the Seahawks make
I know.
those corny, soft decisions when they draft players or, trade for players. It's this is so Seattle, but,
we're so Seattle.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm thank you.
They have said so far in rookie minicamp that his ball looks to be one of the best thrown balls of any rookie quarterback, the way it's coming out. And he's out here in the Seattle sunshine living his life.
Ow!
On that note as well, we saw first little glimpses of Sam Darnold throwing to Cooper Kupp in a Seattle Seahawks uniform. And
fire!
It just feels so good.
Fire.
Fire.
Who said he was washed?
Who said who was washed? Ari's brother or Cooper Kupp? I don't understand.
No, because also everyone has the Seahawks last in the division for this upcoming year. Good. We love being the underdogs. Last year they said that we would win how many games, and we started off 4-0, so suck my wee-wee. But literally, the Seahawks 4th?
No. Where is Kyler Murray? And you think he's better than us?
That's what I'm saying.
He's playing COD somewhere deep.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, bye.
Anyways, okay, we also have seen some first snapshots of Gray Zabel.
Yeah. I love it. He's in the camera doing wink work.
Dude.
I'm I love him.
They've had, the social media team is eating him up at the moment. He's been on every little mini Mike
so funny
interview every day. Okay, I have a question for you. So we had said last week that we think you should tap into some Rainier beer.
Rainier beer.
Maybe a little upgrade from his Busch Light.
Yeah.
And he was asked what Midwest tradition he would like to bring to the Pacific Northwest. And you're really going to like it. Pickle beer. They put pickles in their beer. So he wants to bring that to the Pacific Northwest. He's like, I don't know if people put pickles in their beer out here in Seattle, but we really got to start doing
He's
that.
putting pickles in Bush Lights. That's crazy work. That is so crazy work. That's so lineman.
I know.
That's so mustache lineman of
Dude,
him.
yeah, he's got his steak, potatoes, and probably zero vegetables, and then a pickle beer.
I hate it.
Don't
You're
you
saying
not
that
like
because
pickles?
I hate pickles, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you know what will never... Dinos, I love you, but if you don't stop putting those little pickle slices on my damn plate when it doesn't even have to do with my item that I ordered...
No, keep doing
will
it
have a
because I
fit.
eat them.
Yeah, but they get my fries soggy with pickle juice.
Oh my God.
I do like... I have had, like, picklebacks.
I was going to say, so a pickleback?
I can do a pickleback with, like, a whiskey shot or something like that.
Have you ever been so deathly hungover
No.
and had to take a swig of pickle juice?
No.
That shit will cure you.
Okay. 10 toes down. And with that...
I've had a few hangovers in my life.
With that, we will be hosting an event at Dino's Pub May. We're in May. Holy shit.
Dude,
it's almost my birthday. What are we doing?
Oh, well, we're going to Chicago, allegedly.
Okay, May 17th, Saturday. We are hosting an event at Dino's Pub.
Details will follow. We're working that out, working with Michelob Ultra. They're doing some fun
Yeah, we're on the beer
tournament.
trend.
Yeah, the tournament thing where you could win Sounders tickets, all expense paid trip to World Cup.
Yeah,
so
fire.
very fun potential winnings involved. We'll have more information about that. So stay up to date on the Instagram.
Yeah, and the Mariners are home this weekend. Only home series of the week or of the month.
That's a weekend,
And it is, only home series. That's a weekend, and it's against the Toronto Blue Jays. So please show up, show out, so that we don't just get bombarded with the whole country of Canada.
I am so sick of them having a home game at T-Mobile Park.
Dude, it will actually be really interesting though, because our whole country is like down like 30% of tourism, including a lot from Canadians. Like Canadians like fund Vegas.
Yep.
And Vegas is like hurting right now.
Damn.
I think in March they were down 25% tourism or something. And so it will be interesting if we notice any difference because of like people being afraid to be detained in our country, which
fair enough. No,
I get
I'm
it.
curious. I know that a lot, like they have, I don't know, a number of buses that take them all from Vancouver down to here. Dude, I was a dumbass and I thought they were coming from Toronto.
I know. Ari's like, are you on your 3-day road trip?
No, I'm literally walking to the ballpark. I see all these buses and I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, wow.
No,
Like
they drove 2 hours.
Yeah,
from
and I'm like,
Vancouver.
oh my God, you guys driving all the way back to Toronto? First bus didn't answer me. Second bus, no answer. By the time I get to the third bus, this guy's like, Toronto? And I was like, yeah. He goes, no, Vancouver. And I was like,
no, they're flying.
oh
from
my
Toronto,
God, it
Ari.
hit me like a fucking brick train.
Yeah.
Like,
no.
all of Canada are Blue Jays.
Yeah, the whole thing. Like, it's very like unison.
I was forgetting that Toronto's literally on the East Coast.
Yeah, no, Drake.
The six God.
See you guys this weekend.
Yeah.
Love ya.
We're going to go to the game Friday. Holla.
Holla. See you at Gantry before
Meet
the
us
game.
there.
XOXO.
Shakers.